get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim. Oh, there's hope in the smell of hardwood in the air, Tim, which means it's time to tip off a new NBA season.
Yeah, Kevin, the excitement is in the air because it counts starting tonight. We heard all the previews, new faces, new places. We're through the preseason. Now we finally get to see how it's going to play out.
So glad you've joined us. This is going to be a lot of fun.
It is great to be here, Kevin. Can't wait.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Dort and Holmgren are the forwards. At the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5. 4 on the clock. LeVert with a wide open look. The three-pointer no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to SGA. Here's Hartenstein. And here is Holmgren. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Do not test Mr. Holmgren, a gifted shot blocker.
Wallace finds Hartenstein. Makes it off the glass. Here's Cunningham. And with the depth of this Oklahoma City Thunder team, Tim, who's an impact player on this roster that might fly a little bit under the radar?
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's Aaron Wiggins. I look at a guy that in any other situation, you might be able to average 15 to 18 points a game, but in Oklahoma City, he has sacrificed shots and minutes to be part of a winning team, and he competes every night.
He does indeed. From outside, off the mark. Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Pass to Harris. Can they get it? And the rejection by Holmgren.
And that is one of the things Holmgren brings to the table. His rim protection is critical for this defense.
Wallace kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Wallace. Can't hit that one.
And that leaves his coach scratching his head because you can't get a better look than that.
Pass to LeVert. Here's Duren. Wallace covering. The kick out to Cunningham. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Good luck dealing with Duren on the offensive glass. That's just an outstanding job staying with the play.
Wallace looking for an opening. And a wide open look for SGA. The Thunder with another miss. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Pistons. Pass to Cunningham. And here's LeVert. Wallace covering. Thompson sets the pick for LeVert. A miss that time would have put him up. The Thunder with the lead. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, the Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved. But we're not finished yet. Guys, back to you.
On the rise. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Pistons second.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
SGA against Cunningham. SGA surveying the defense. That shot wide open.
And Gilgeous-Alexander has shown tremendous growth in this area. His ability to break down a defense on ball screen.
It seems like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Tim, has the ball handling and finishing package of a player 6 inches shorter. What he does at his size is really amazing.
Yeah, I think he has the offensive game of a shorter player because he thought he was only going to be 6'1". He got to 6'6". So now you've got this incredible array of shot making around the rim with a much taller player. That is a difficult combination to deal with.
So he had to readjust not only physically but mentally how he approached the game, correct?
Absolutely. It changed everything for his approach.
Holmgren against Harris. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7'1" with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
From deep, SGA. Doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. You've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Duran. Out to Thompson. Lets it go with a 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Thunder coming to this one after the win against the Pelicans. Outside, SGA. Back to Dort. Launches it. That's the end of the first quarter and not much scoring. It remains close. Thunder lead by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great Remington can give you.
Well, that has to be intimidating. They're erasing easy looks, and they're changing perimeter shots as well.
Holland is out there with Jalen McDaniel. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Marcus Sasser. And it's Robinson in at the 2. That's the group for Detroit right now. And it's Mitchell missing. And, well, Detroit shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Pass to Sasser. Here's Holland. Launches a 3. Rebound by Williams.
You really need to take advantage of those looks because the defense won't give you many of them.
All right, Legs, follow me here. You look at the rise of teams like Detroit. There's a lot to be said for having young legs.
Well played, Kevin, well played. And look, today's game exacts a physical toll. And if you think of it, that's especially true when you're playing a team like the Pistons. They play fast and they hit hard.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So for the Pistons, Thompson, he's checked in for McDaniels. Karis LeVert comes in for Duncan Robinson. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Marcus Sasser. Then for the Thunder, Dort, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. Cason Wallace comes in for Isaiah Joe. And SGA subbed in for Mitchell. Wallace against LeVert. Pass to Thompson. Beyond the arc. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Clever move by the young guy. Thompson sticks with the shot and gets fouled.
Detroit shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
The first free throw is good. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
A defensive tone setter, that's Asar Thompson. He shadows his man with relentless determination, but his game right before his 10th, don't you think, is expanding in every way?
Oh, he's got immeasurable impact defensively, blocks, steals, deflections, always a disruptor. He's still a little bit foul prone, but I think as he starts to get a reputation in this league as an elite defender, he is going to be scary.
No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside Williams lets it go from deep. LeVert grabs the miss. And so LeVert will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They trail by 1. Here's Stewart, and the dunk by Stewart.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Wiggins outside, at the top of the key, Williams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Lock at 6. George. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Pistons have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Thompson passes to LeVert. Pass to Cunningham. Now Stewart. He's guarded by Williams. And Stewart gets it to go.
And really with a pass-first mentality, Cunningham, the type of player that you like to play with.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Cunningham. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Wiggins has got it all tied up now for Oklahoma City. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So for the Pistons, Jalen Duren comes in for Isaiah Stewart. And Tobias Harris subbed in for Holland. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Chad Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Harris, no good.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Cunningham. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Tim, the quintessential unstoppable force, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, taking his offensive game to a level rarely matched in league history.
Well, Kevin, I'm running out of superlatives. The ability to score at every level. He gets to the foul line. He makes guys better. I just marvel at the totality of it.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And one thing that makes Shai so effective is his command of the basketball. He can go either direction and stop on a dime.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And last season, the Thunder with the best record in the NBA, and Greg, the best point differential in NBA history.
How about eclipsing the 71 Lakers that were led by the great Wilt Chamberlain and Jerry West? And OKC started that season as the youngest team in the league. Needless to say, we've never seen anything like it.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Kevin. Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Guys?
Establishing the mindset. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. 1:07 left to play here in the half. A three-pointer off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Tobias Harris.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Wallace, the pass to Hartenstein. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Cunningham. SGA's shot is good.
Well, certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
Harris outside. Pass to LeVert. Now here is Harris from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds in this game. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
Here's Cunningham. Lays it up off the glass. Cunningham's got his first 2 points.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been up. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. At the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. And it's Dort in its small forward.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Holmgren looking around. Off target with his 3. The Pistons trailing. Pass to LeVert for the lead. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's stolen by Duren. Thompson for 3. Detroit, no good that time either.
That's 3 straight misses to start the second half. Not what they wanted.
Here's Dort. No good from outside.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror. And that miss makes him 0 for 4 to start this quarter. Not exactly the start they were hoping for.
Outside, SGA shoots the 3. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Cunningham's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, he's over, but they're still winning, and that's really all that matters.
For the lead. Rebound by Wallace.
It was an ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Tim, you talk about a player with quick hands. That's Cason Wallace.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not just the hands that make him a threat on D. It's his lateral quickness, anticipation, and positioning. He just has that 6th sense about where the ball is going next.
Harris passes to LeVert. SGA against Cunningham. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Wallace kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and SGA throws it down!
And SGA showing you some impressive hops.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. The Thunder in 4th.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Cunningham. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Hartenstein's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander takes it in. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got his 6th rebound on the night. Back to Thompson. Duran sets the screen for Thompson. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And he can't jam it through.
What a contest. That looked like a guaranteed bucket.
Pass to Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Gilgeous-Alexander against Thompson. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Dort wide open. Offline with his three. Pistons trailed by 3. And after years of disappointment, the Pistons, Tim, finally seem to have put it together.
And I think the key for them has been blending in the right amount of veteran leadership with their emerging young players. And I'll tell you what, this team still has a lot more upside.
Back to Wallace. No good with the triple. Detroit's getting blanked from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And the shot goes in. 8 points for Tobias Harris.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Stewart checked in for Duran. Holland comes in for Asar Thompson. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Karis LeVert. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Pass to Stewart. Outside for Robinson. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Thunder with the lead. Here's Mitchell, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Harris with it. 8 points for him. Pass to Holland. Shoots over Caruso. And no good on the last second attempt this time. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Oklahoma City out in front, up 3. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Behind us, and more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Isaiah Stewart out there with Holland. Then it's Robinson, and it's Cunningham, and it's Sasser in at the point. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. Pistons trailed by 3. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Pistons. Now, SGA. In close, it's Gilgeous-Alexander.
But I tell you what, SGA is a bona fide superstar, having another huge night.
Stewart with the screen on Mitchell. Here's Cunningham with the drive. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possession.
Outside Williams. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Sasser. Detroit with the rebound.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Nice read by Cunningham. He saw the opening, and he didn't hesitate.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Jalen Duran, he's checked in from Marcus Sasser. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team. How bad do you want it? Right now, this is all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
Thank you, Allie. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, and this is a big part of SGA's game, drawing fouls, and he's an outstanding free throw shooter.
Take a break. Two shots. Alexander. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Tim, for all their talent, the Thunder committed to playing the right way.
Well, they are unselfish, they trust one another, and when a team is this committed at the defensive end of the floor, there's really no need to try to do too much offensively or play hero ball.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Cunningham passes to Duran. Pass to Robinson. Now Cunningham. Back to Robinson. And it's off from three-point range. And here is Mitchell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Shoot from Oklahoma City. Mitchell taking 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw dropped for Mitchell. For the Pistons, Tobias Harris is checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for Holland. And it's LeVert in for Robinson. And then for Oklahoma City, Chet Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. And it's Dort in for Alex Caruso. And Mitchell drops them both. Greg, the Pistons had some decisions to make this summer, with some of their veterans hitting free agency.
And with Cade Cunningham making All-NBA and earning that raise, a tighter squeeze financially, not easy to keep a high-performing team together.
Walls is checked in for Mitchell.
To the lineup for the Thunder, number 22, Casey Wallace.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Holmgren sets the screen for Wallace. Good on the three-point shot. Wallace has got the lead up to 6 now for the Thunder.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Harris. And again, it's the Pistons missing. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Thompson, a screen on SGA. Takes a step back. Cunningham on the wing. SGA defending. Shot clock at 2. And here's LeVert. Thompson in the post. Defended by Dort. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
Pistons ball.
Just 3 to shoot. Trying again. Hartenstein with the rebound. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Right now they're on a 9-0 run. SGA. Cunningham pulls it down.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And credit Harris for creating that high percentage look, scanning the floor and finding the best option.
Holmgren, he answers with a dunk of his own.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And he gets it, 1 to go.
Yeah, Cunningham felt the contact, knew he was going to get a whistle, and now he's going to the line for 1 more.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, first personal foul. First team foul.
That's good from Cunningham. 1:43 left in the 4th. Outside, SGA. takes advantage. That J is good.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Cunningham. Now here's LeVert. Thompson sets the pick for LeVert. Tipped away. Here's SGA. Strong move off the glass.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Now Harris. Now Thompson. The three is off. Cunningham against SGA. Outside Holmgren launches it. Here's Dort. Wallace outside. Shoots the three. Duran pulls it down. Not sure the miracle, Craig, is on hand here tonight for them.
Well, they need one, but gonna play it until the final whistle.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan